Well, hello. Well, hello, everyone. Why, hello. How wonderful it is to meet you all here in this location. Why, hello. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, how wonderful. I just realized that I left the sound on in the other room. Hell yeah, Jason. Y'all like this video right here, guys. Like this video. Is the chat coming through? Did it show? I'm thinking that the chat's working. Anyway, I'm done with this guy. So I can click done with that. Did it work? Yep, it worked. Sweet. Here we all are. Good. I'm going to unplug this guy. And I need to put away this microphone over here. I also need to go cut the volume off on my PC because this video is playing in there now. Alright. And that'll be that. Give me just a second. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sure the zigzag mic doesn't do so good over here, but okay. So, you guys just saw the process of setting up all of this monstrosity here. So now you know what that's like. When you guys see me doing stuff in here, that's the process that I go through to set that up. So I got started a little earlier. I don't know if you guys were in the part of the video when I pulled the pork chops out. By the way, was that not a seamless transition into this video? Pretty neat, right? Little sweet tea action. This is the last of the old batch. And we're doing a new batch today. Gotta get this cast iron out and ready. I found a trustworthy person who's going to help me get this burr out of the bottom of my cast iron. And these look at these chops, guys. Look at those things. Don't get much better than that, does it? You don't get much better than that right there. Look at those guys. Nice fatty pieces of pork chops. So I guess to start with, I am going to need a rice cooker. Go ahead and get this guy plugged in here. Gonna need that guy. Oh no, I'm out of rice. Oh no, I'm not. It was just in a different spot than it usually is. I was like, no way I'm out of rice. No. Oh, I thought I lost you. I thought you were gone forever. Is the measuring cup? Okay, so I'm glad you asked that, Jason. I meant to say that a second ago. I probably, honestly, I haven't thought about it because I just think that those are more for a mobile thing. But I do have a USB-C input on this computer. Yeah, I honestly, I need to mess around with that a little more because that would be nice. That would solve some problems. Oh, there's the measuring cup. There's the measuring. All right, I need that now. I just need you now. I hate that the Secret Show live stream went dead because it was such a good one, man. It was such a good stream. I'm going to try and see if YouTube will let me download whatever for uploading later, but I'm sure that it's only gonna show 2 hours and 44 minutes of it, or 2 minutes and 44 seconds rather. I started with The Ride by David Allan Coe. Taylor, the photographer, wanted to hear that, and that's such a great song. And I love Hank Williams. And I did that one. Then I did Alanis Morissette. I did Kate Bush. I did. Two cups of rice. What else did I do? Obviously the two at the end. Three cups of rice. I'm missing one in there somewhere. Somebody requested it. Fuck, what was it? Oh, actually, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make a good bit of gravy. So I'm getting little gravy cup here. No. Oh, there you are. There you are. Yeah, I'm making a lot of gravy, so that'll be good. Damn, that's driving me crazy. What was that other song? There's enough of that. But yeah, that I did do a George Jones song. I did the one I loved back then. It was a country heavy set. ever just flew over our house. Sounds like he's fucking, but I promise he's probably just playing video games. And I say probably because you never know. Alright. There's me some gravy mix for later. I got 3 cups of pork chops in there. Where's a big cup? There's a big cup. That's it. 3 cups of water. Cup, 2 cups, rather, and 3 cups. That's all the water we need to go in there. Leave that right there. I don't think I need anything else in here, but I'll set it to the side just in case. Oh yeah, I will need that for the chicken broth. This is good for a while. Yeah, that chicken broth, I'm going to use some of that with for the gravy. Yes, we're doing a little rice. But yeah, I did pretty much all audience requests tonight. There was one guy who was kind of getting on my nerves. But I don't know when it stopped. I don't know why it stopped. I got a good idea of why it stopped. I think that because I forgot to turn my Wi-Fi off before I started the stream, I turned it off after the stream was already going. So I don't like doing that the other way. There you go. Hit them with that pepper. Hit them with that garlic. Already hit them with that seasoned salt. And hit them with that onion powder. Y'all know the drill. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, I think this is ready for some heat. We'll get some heat going there. Tiny pot. Tiny pot will need a little water for some tea. Tea. Go ahead and get that going. Probably gonna make a can of corn some green beans as well. That was a nice little addition, even though it was canned. Even though it was canned. A nice little addition to the meal. I keep forgetting that I don't have a microphone right next to me and I need to not speak lowly. I keep forgetting that the zigzag mic is doing this and not those the lav mic. I wonder if I could I would lose that camera because that's using but let's try something. Let me try this. We're gonna see. All right, you're gonna lose one of these cameras here, but you won't be able to tell. It won't look like you lost it at all, because I'm not standing over there. And now we have it back. So I'm just gonna see, because iMac is usually like plug and play. Let me see if this shows up as an audio input capture. Wireless microphone? Oh, wow. So they do work. I can cut this off. Hold on. Dude, guys, this works, doesn't it? Is this working right now? Are you guys hearing me sweetly? Like right here? Is this really happening? Does it work? Like for real. Dude, I hadn't even thought about that. Whoops, I always drop a little water off of there. So that's the thing. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh, wait. There we go. Because now I can just unplug the zigzag mic. Now we just have these. And I'm sure audio is a lot better. Right? You guys got the sizzle mic over there. Dude. Okay, let me turn this thing down to about right here. I'm sure that's kind of loud. Now let me just hear it for a second. Just have these. Whoa. I'm sure audio is a lot better. Wow. Right? You guys got the sizzle mic over there. Sweet. Dude. Okay, let me turn this thing down to about right here. I'm sure that's kind of loud. Now let me just hear it for a second. There we go. That's sweet. I just wanted to I just wanted to hear that for a minute. Now the zigzag mic's not even necessary anymore. This is so, I'm going to take the heat mostly off of that and get a pinch of, see, now I can whisper to you guys when I'm in the pantry and you'll hear me. Yep. Take just a second. I want to cut the heat off on that because it's going to be a second before I can put the pork chops down. I'm sure y'all get all the crystal clear ASMR foil crushing. I hope I'm not RIPing your eardrums. Is it this fine? But yeah, no, the reverb was just coming from the zigzag mic, also sending audio. There you go. Spread out a little bit. Now let's just kill that heat. Let it steep. All right, now this pan's hot and ready. Now we'll put the heat back on it. And I need a fork. Where's my good fork that I like to use? There it is. Ready for me to grab it up and put it to work. Oh, I forgot to put butter down. We'll have to do that. One of these smaller guys. Nah. Did you hear how much that butter just cooled that pan down? You could hear the difference in the sizzle. These pork chops, I'm going to use this. Oh my God, that smells so good, dude. This is garlic bacon grease. Ooh. Guys, thank you for being here, by the way. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Oh no. Oh, dude, I love Ty's. Ty rules. Ty win. See if this will separate from the pan at all. It will not, so it is not ready. But it will over there. There we go. Now we can move these things over like that so I can get this little guy in there. Like that. Seasoning one side, I'm leaving the other side unseasoned. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing to do, but that's what I'm gonna do. How are you guys doing out there? Oh yeah. Ty Wynn woke the fish tank. My boy Ty. Love that dude. I guess now is a good time for us to wash some rice. Some good cold water. That's great. Get all of that. Give this about 3 or 4 good rinses. All right, I think that'll be enough of a rinse. There we go. That's good enough. There we go. That's enough. We'll cut that on after a while. These thick ass pork chops are gonna take a lot longer to cook. But luckily I believe I can fit 3 at a time and I have 6. move those things around a little bit. This guy needs some love. These two are doing all right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Ty and Ellis are great. Ellis has got like star vibes, dude. He really does. He just got this vibe about him, like he just carries himself like a star. Yeah, motherfucking star boy. I'm looking in here to see if I have any. I want a snack. Ooh, egg rolls. Yeah. The tea was done right today. Sizzle mic. Yeah. Oh, I need to move this back on top. There we go. Oh, by the way, the chat's not coming through, is it? What's going on with the chat there? Huh. It certainly isn't. Yes, save password, please. Oh, it's not that. It's the other thing. It's not Restream. It's, damn it. It's that. Log in. Wait, really? Oh, Lord. All right, well, I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure the chat out in a little bit. I'll have to go to my room to do that, I guess. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's not working. Refresh. There it is. Okay, all right. Thank God. There we go. There we go. We're going to bring the weight out. Yeah, I know you guys can see the chat, but I just meant on the stream it wasn't coming through on the screen part because I have this big black box that where there's nothing where the chat goes. And if the chat's not there, then what's the point of having that thing there? But we good now. We good now. Oh, that sounds fire, P4. Yeah, these are going to be some good chops right here. I'm stoked. One of the guys, he does a podcast with Mason and Trey Pack, Mason Smith, Trey Pack, and Maverick McWilliams, and he does all kinds of like welding and stuff like that, and I'm like, dude, I got a burr in the bottom of my cast iron. And I'm weird about trusting people with stuff, but I got a feeling that he'll do a good job. All right, y'all ready for the big reveal? There's one of them. Here's the other one of them. And here's that one of them. Bam. How you like that right there? Nah, I'm just going to leave one side seasoned on these. Look at them chops right there, dude. There's some big chops. You know what? Who else got some big chops? Boy, these sponsors that I got. You guys we should have a little word from the sponsors there. I got a little bit of tea left in that pitcher that I could put in my cup and then give that tea pitcher a good soapy rinse and then replenish it with more tea. Oh man, I'm so glad these microphones are working with this. It was literally just plug and play. That is so awesome. I'm gonna let those let those pork chops be happy with themselves for a minute. They need to walk. Need to come back here, and high quality Congress products indeed. Now reload. This we can have monetization turned on for, but the last two actually. So this thing is saying 32 minutes and 10 seconds on the weird. Anyway, had to turn monetization on. We're here, don't worry. You're right, we should move the weight over. These are pretty thick cut chops, so we're gonna let them go for a bit. Like the pan's a bit hotter this time around than it was on the first side, so it might not take as long. Actually, let me go ahead and dump that strainer. But yeah, the Secret Show live stream is showing up as a 32-minute thing. But when I looked at it, it said that it was only when I actually clicked on it from the link in the Discord, it says, yeah, this video is like 2 minutes and 44 seconds long or something like that. And I was like, well, that's obviously not right. So, but when I looked at it just now in YouTube Studio, it's saying the 32-minute, that it's a 32-minute video. Yeah, I don't know. It's saying on YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is saying that it is accurately like this is a 32-minute video. And explodes. So you got to ease the lid off. All right. Pictures are clean and the lid's clean. Now let's see what's up with these guys now. Yeah, let's flip those around. Hell yeah, brother. That's a good one right there. That was probably done. Great big old slab of aluminum foil here. Yeah, I'm thinking that guy's good and done. I think all of them's good and done actually, but they're thick cut. I'm a little nervous. This is fun. I am pretty excited about this gravy, though. Whenever I put this next batch of pork chops on, I'm going to cut the rice cooker on. There we go. Now I can probably feel good about pulling that pork chop right there. Just to judge, I'm going to see how oh, hell yeah. We good. I'm going to take a bite of this. Yeah, Brittany's still here. Big one. Yeah. Getting a lot of good flavor out here for some gravy. All right. I actually kept this mess off of this with this super thick parchment paper that didn't get penetrated at all anywhere. Keeps the entire mess inside of it. White rice start. Hell yeah. That's how you do it. Yep. Fit pretty nice. Well, I guess we could do the only natural thing left to do. No mess, no mess. No mess. Didn't even lose a drop. And you guys know the drill. Wash as you go. Dude, shout out to Satch, man. This microphone really is making a huge difference in these streams, man. Like, and shout out to the Zigzag mic for all that work that it put in all those years. Like, man, and I was gifted that as well, man. I tell you, dude, the Great Bonsai gave me that. Dude, I've got some really cool connections that I've made in my time on this earth, and I am so proud of each and every one of them. I'm proud to have each and every one of these connections I've made. I got another. I was like, do I want to make the green beans and the corn in a pot? And then I'm like, do I really want to put canned vegetables? Do I want to make a dish dirty for canned vegetables? The last time I just put them in the microwave with some butter and seasoned them, and they turned out fine. All right, that's enough water in that pitcher. And y'all know what I like to do. I got a little bit of the old tea left in here. Get a little bit more ice. One more twist. Come on around. That's fine. No, but you'll go. I know you will. There it is. This is how I stir my tea. Like, you see the agitation all the way down to the bottom where it's bubbling down there. Shake that shit up. And I look at the bottom and see which portion needs help the most and put that in the middle part. So now we take a little of the old tea mixed with a little of the new, and that's good tea right there, folks. That's good tea right there. Hell yeah. Those are still at temperature after pulling them off a minute ago. That's good. That's what I want. And for no, those both are a little too shallow. I'm going to use this guy. Making sure those things aren't on. And this guy. I heard tell of it, but my grandma always made stovetop tea the way I do it. She couldn't do it like that because, like, to do that you have to steep the tea outside, and then you have to steep the tea outside and then add all of your sugar at the end. And my grandmother added all the sugar at the beginning. So she sweetened the water she made the tea in rather than leaving it outside and then having to sugar it later. That was her little trick, which I always liked. Just drain that green bean juice off. I might as well go and do the corn too while I'm Hell yeah. So okay. Might have been worth it to do a pot. Honestly. It's all right. Who cares? You guys can see what's going on here, right? What's up, Wesley? That's right. That's what we're here to do. I'm here to make you hungry, brother. You ain't even knowing hungry yet. Wait till we flip this joker over right here. Holy mackerel. Ooh, look at that one right there. That one right there is going to be good. That one right there. That one right there is going to be good as hell. That one right there is going to be good as hell, y'all. Some good tea. Good tea happening. Oh, so let me put this down here. That sizzle sound nice. Hell yeah, Nod. Appreciate you. This guy's done. Yes, that. Yes, that. We still ain't got the 10-minute timer on the rice yet. That rules. Hell yeah, nah, that's what we like to hear. We're here for that, dude. Bam. Just double checking here. I'm sure it's well over now. Of course it is. Got that. Getting a little bit more butter and grease in there. I know that's a crazy thing to say when there's that much already in it, but this is gravy we're talking about, guys, and we know how to make good gravy. And this is going to be a good bit of good gravy. So wrap up the pork chops to keep the heat in them. Yeah, and get all that in there. I need an important ingredient. Some chicken broth. And where's that cup at? There we go. at that. That's what we want. And y'all know the drill. We cook until we don't see, I don't want to see two different colors here. You know what I mean? Like there's a light brown and a dark brown. I want it all to be the dark brown color before I start adding my liquid. And we're almost there. So now this is all fat and flour. And so first, I'm going to go in with the chicken broth. There you go, cooking surface camera. Now we're going to make a paste. Once you introduce the liquid, you get the paste consistency. You see the bottom of that pan? It ain't got nothing on it. First part, liquid, is chicken broth. The rest we're going to use water. This is getting nearer the consistency I want it to get to. Still got a nice pocket of solid here. Okay. That might be the... that might be nearer the consistency that I'm looking for. I'm sure in a little bit we're going to need to do that again. The timer is on 5 minutes on the rice. We're going to need a little bit more time than that for the gravy. But we'll have a little word from our sponsors while we wait for that, and then hopefully by around 1, maybe 1:15, 1:30, we'll go live with the game. Because it's just now midnight. We're making really good time on this stream, by the way, because normally at midnight we would just be getting started good, and now we're already making the gravy. Nice color. There's a nice color to it. But around the edges, I'm feeling these thick pockets. I'm going to go with a little bit more water in here. Yeah, there we go. Since that water's cold, whenever I get ready to use the microwave to heat up the vegetables, let me just wash this guy real quick. What's up, HP? Welcome to you. Oh, I tell you what, the way I make gravy will have somebody wanting me to put a baby in them. I promise you that. That was the rice timer. And take about this much butter over here for that. Put that in the rice. And then I'll use this guy for the rice. And we'll fluff them up all the way from the bottom. Turn that off, but shut the lid. Got some butter mixed up in there with it. I'm letting the gravy go a little more than I would normally just because I put extra water in it to fluff it up a little more. And I kind of want to give it enough time for that water to evaporate out of it. I can feel on the bottom of the pan that I can see where all this color comes from. Just trusting that it's going to be good. I'm going to let it bubble for a second. Let some more of that liquid to cook out of it. You may ask yourself, well, if you're going to just let most of the liquid cook out, why'd you add it in the first place? Well, I don't know how to scientifically explain this, but I want a certain consistency before I want it to have to come back from a certain consistency. And until it gets to that consistency that I want it to come back from, I'll add water. And like this is about the consistency, like how it is just visibly like liquid, like there's waves in it, you see. Like you remember I was telling you all about this last time we made gravy. You see it making waves in the pan? You want it to be at that point for a while. And it just wasn't quite as wavy as I wanted it to be. Like this is the right amount of wavy that I was looking for. Wavy gravy. There we go. I'm still bubbling nice. And I'm going to let it bubble for just a little bit more as I'm keeping a pretty close eye on it. Let's have another glass of tea. Let it do its thing for just a second. Thank you, Emo. I agree. Yeah, that gravy cam. Now we still got the wave in there, but it's not as it's not bouncing back so hard. You know what I mean? Usually this wave would come back at almost an even rate, but now it's sort of stopping at the edge, so we're almost ready to reduce the heat. Almost ready to reduce the heat. I don't know if you guys noticed, but most of when I cook, especially a lot of stuff like this, I use like one fork and one pan. That's 2 dishes that created a whole plate full of pork chops and a whole pan full of gravy. Like, only 2 things. And of course I'll have to dirty a ladle or something to scoop it out with. All right. Now I think it's time we drop the heat down to about 3. Now's the time to drop the heat a little bit. Hell yeah, dude. I'll make something more difficult for me to not use an extra dish. Like, I will hinder my own abilities and make something not be as good as it could be. That's not true. I will make things so much more difficult for myself just to minimize the amount of dishes that I use. All right, that rice is staying hot. Already starting to see that film. I like that film too, Jason. See, that wave is not coming back now. Like, doing its thing. Gravy getting comfortable with the heat. What's up, Jade? Good morning to you. Good morning, buddy. You're just in time to watch the gravy finale. And to be honest, man, I'm hungry. I kind of want to eat one of these pork chops. But I'll wait. I love that too. That little build up on the edge of the pan. The stir rings. It'll get there. Hell yeah, gravy. That dude, what Jade? Wasn't that such a wholesome moment? That guy, he sounds like he's from somewhere. And oh, he did say southwestern Britain. Really nice guy. Left a nice comment today on one of the videos. Really nice guy. I love the fact that we're doing that now. That works easy. One thing that I did, Jade, was I was doing a stream on the way home because my secret show stream cut out. Something bad happened with the connection. I had left my Wi-Fi on, but I turned it off during the stream, and I think that interrupted something. But yeah, that interrupted some sort of something in the stream. So, man, I just I went live on the way home, and then when I got here, I switched from the mobile stream in the truck to this stream. But because of the way that I can just bleed one stream into the other now, I just bled that one into this one. I'm probably not going to do that at the end of this one. At the end of this one, I'm probably just going to end this stream because I'll need to take all of this stuff down before I go live doing the gaming. Oh, there's that nice gravy film we like. Don't freak out. If you get to this point right here and you're like, oh no, it's runny, don't freak out. Just wait. It's still hot. When this stuff cools down, just a little bit more to where it's edible now, but it's runny when it's hot. So the second I stop, you see the little sprinkling of bubbles coming up in there where the heat is. Let's move the heat actually to the center. Move the heat to the center of the pan. I'll let it do that for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna bring the heat all the way down. Oh, damn Panic. Stay safe indeed, brother. Oh, I hear you, Panic. Dude, there's in Nashville there tonight, all of the Kill Tony regulars, their flights got canceled. And they're doing Kill Tony in Nashville tomorrow night. But their flights got canceled today because of all the tornadoes, and so now they got to fly out in the morning. Got to do the show on the same day. But yeah, so that being said, Cam, Ari, Casey, Hans, maybe not Casey, maybe just Hans. I can't remember if Holtzman said he had just brought Hans up on stage or if he had just brought Casey up. But all of them, Martin Phillips. Martin was still there. So like the second I stop stirring, those bubbles show up. So now I'm going to pull this all the way down to low. Now it's time for that. Now it is time for low. Damn, Panic. Damn. That sucks, dude. I just read all of that. Oh man, the winds don't really bother me. But dude, up here, the temperature dropping all of a sudden because it got down to the 60s tonight. The sudden change of temperature. See that? There's that. I'm going to let it chill for a bit longer. Quite literally. Use this bowl. That one's got a chip in it. Bowl of rice for some gravy action. Now see. Just like that. And then guess what else? more sacrifice from the pork chops. All right, now we just flat out take it off the heat and let it do its thing. Cut that off. All heat is off. Regular rice, Mahatma white rice, enriched white rice. This is my favorite brand of rice. Mahatma. America's favorite rice. Extra long enriched rice. This is what my grandmother used. Therefore, this is what I use. Mahatma, as in Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah. Okay. Do that for a minute at a time. Mahatma. Do 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 do. Mahatma. Boop boop doo doo. Mahatma. Do 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 do. Mahatma. You know it's good gravy when you can like pretty much write in it. All right, we're gonna have to do another little revelation of this. What does that camera angle look like? That's not too bad. Just another. Oh yeah, dude. Can you guys still see the gravy? Yeah, I guess kinda. Can't be stirring these things too aggressively, you see. They seem fine. Because they weren't cold. They were room temperature in the can. So they'd never been cold. Let me check. Those are good. These need another 30 seconds. Now look at that, guys. How neat is that? Oh, you can't see it. All right. Corn. Done. Microwave. Don't need that no more. All of this stuff. Shut it up in here. Bam, there. There's that. You see that? That's what I was talking about there. So, I'm gonna make a plate. I'm gonna take that big juicy one off the bottom there. That gravy don't taste like it needs anything at all. Bam. This is the pork chop I ended up selecting. There's the pork chop. The rice and gravy. The rice and gravy. I realize that now it's kind of difficult to, you know what I'll just do? I'll just drag this thing around here. The corn. Sorry, guys. There it is. It's because I'm using a new audio capture. Sorry, guys. There it is. Honestly, I'm going to go with a big old cut of this pork chop here. Hell yeah, Dippity. This is a big old thick honking slab of pork chop right here, brother. Man, look at that. Can you see that? I'm going to just take a bite of this. For a thick chop, that's a good pork chop. Yeah, I used to be that way where I don't want my food to touch, but we're entering in new territory. Hell yeah, stud. It's don't worry, Emo. I'm gonna tackle some of that sauce because I mean I like pork chops, but I love condiments. Barbecue sauce and some pork chops. Stud and YouTube Studio. Whenever you go to your content and go to your live videos, you'll see the live stream that is currently happening. You'll click details, the little pencil, the details pencil, and then that'll give you another set of options over to the left of the screen. And then you'll go to customization, which is the first one underneath details. Customization, and then scroll down to redirect. And in redirect, you'll see exactly what to do there. And you just paste in the link. Yeah, Red Band wasn't there tonight because they left for Nashville a day early. So he wasn't there. Hell yeah. Stud rules. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Little barbecue sauce on that bite. That was it. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You want some pork chops?
No.
You want some rice and gravy?
Thank you, though.
Sweet Baby Ray's is the best barbecue sauce. I got done a little quicker tonight. Yeah. I got done. I wanted to leave early and get this thing out of the way quicker.
No, take your time.
No.
I made a problem with the lady.
Uh-oh. Well,
I can't take care of no kids, y'all.
I know. I know, brother. I know.
Zero to 60.
They have no, what's it called?
I got lowered in. Got be wished.
It's like, damn, I'd rather you told me you had a dick.
Secret show was weird tonight, man.
Stud said, what up? Stud said, what's up?
What up, Stud Muffin?
It was weird. Red Band wasn't there,
Yeah.
and all the Kill Tawny people kind of were there because
They're flying out tomorrow.
their flights got canceled. They were supposed to fly out today, but all their flights got canceled because of those storms in Tennessee.
Tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Laser got video of it on his story, like of an actual tornado on the ground where he was at, which is crazy. But yeah, it did feel weird.
Shamar was so funny tonight, though.
Hell yeah. I saw on the WhatsApp, everybody was talking about the set, which is funny. That's good. I walked out as Tommy was walking in.
You fucking a bitch with A cups, you a faggot.
Well,
Sorry.
you're all right.
Forgot about you two.
But yeah, it was a decent, my stream didn't connect during the thing, during the pre-show. It cut off. Tornadoes are pretty scary. Tornado chasing is not for everybody. I started Fallout last night.
Hell yeah.
Getting back into that in a little bit. Oh, Jade says hey too. Everybody said hey. Everybody says hey, Mumford.
Hey, Jay.
Sweet Baby Ray's is the bomb. I fuck with that Sweet Baby Ray's. I was like, really hoping these mics didn't die. But I forgot it's a whole different, thing. When I changed the scene, I hadn't uploaded a audio capture yet. But I'm wondering if tonight's stream will be as good as last night. Last night we had about 170, and we surprised the shit out of that British guy with all those people. Really nice guy. Good streamer too. I've been doing that, man. I've been trying to. Most of these people, I'm sure, click on my stream and they're asleep, or click on a stream and then fall asleep, and then they just get passed on to me. So I'm like, why not just pass them on to somebody specific instead of just whatever comes up next?
Mike Eaton had a good set towards the end. Probably one of the best towards the later half.
Hell yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike did it. And then Rouse did Rouse.
Of course he did.
The old puppet guy too.
Jake and Louie.
Jake and Louie.
How'd Jake and Louie do? Herb. Netflix jacking off, everybody. He's about to come. Bro, he puts the chill in Netflix and chill, I'm telling you. All right, now let's try this rice and gravy. I ate an entire pork chop before I even mixed up the rice and gravy. Oh my God, this looks so good.
They smell delicious.
Mumford, eat one.
I don't feel like it right now.
Eat one and have some rice. They're warm. They're so thick. Thick ass pork chops, dude. This Mumford, I know how you feel about a thick ass. And I'm telling you, brother, these pork chops they up your fucking.
You try to titty fucking bitch with egg cup too.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You tried to titty.
Yeah, that's funny. You just rubbing it on that. You just rubbing the sternum.
He said, "What are you doing? Trying to erase a chalkboard?"
That's so funny.
As he's rubbing the mic and it's making a sound across his chest. It was something special to watch.
Hell yeah, dude. Love those magic sets.
He's talking about Diddy. He's like, if there's kids there, then just fuck around the kids. Don't fuck the kids. There's Raven Simone.
Hell yeah, Jason. Jason said, give an outside review. All they ever hear is that I'm eating these things.
Jason wants an outside review.
And I'm eating these things and just saying, yeah, it's good. But other people, an honest outside review. Netflix said it was good last time I made something, and he don't offer up. If it's not good, he'll tell you. So, this rice and gravy's fucking fire.
It's a cool setup you have. I see it.
Yeah. Whenever it's like all three of them, though, it looks like this. You can see everything. See everything, plus the gravy camera.
R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
Yeah, dude. I'm just glad that somebody's saying something other than R.I.P. Brian Callen for a change in YouTube chat. Hell yeah.
You got some different people on here, man. That's cool.
These are the new homies, man. A little bit of new, a little bit of old.
Briar was like, this bitch fucking sucks. I started dying.
Oh no. The one that was on there? Oh no. Was it bad?
10 minutes of silence.
Really? That
Even Briar, even he said something about it.
that sucks because she's so nice.
Went up to Jason Rouse. He's bombing. He said, yeah, but he said he's struggling. That paint mixer gets the staff every time.
Oh, she was talking about him?
No, I went up to Jason when someone else was on stage and I
Oh.
didn't name it, but
I love that. Jason Rouse does this thing when someone gives a big pop. He goes, he's bombing.
for some reason he was like, Munford, I've known each other for the last couple of years. It's been a hell of a ride. Yeah.
It has been a hell of a
What are
ride.
you saying, Jason? Are you going to kill yourself? Why you told me that?
Yeah, dude. Maybe he knows something we don't. Does things happen quicker in Canada than down here? It's like Japan. It's already tomorrow there. All I do know is that
Maybe he's got to go back or something.
I don't think you gotta go back.
Ooh, the juices from the rice cooker.
Mumford, please indulge yourself. You have any idea how much food there is here? I mean,
I'll get it. Use it for a sweeping.
no, I've been trying to sweep when I get done doing everything because I've been having onion skins.
Netflix said we'll go in on a cleaner for the 28th anyways. But just for the downstairs.
I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be. I just don't want that juice.
That's what you have.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'm on TV. Dude, I'm eating again. I'm going back for more.
Hey guys, I want employee of the month.
Mumford's employee of the month.
They gave me a bottle of Jameson. I couldn't believe that. She said, "Come into the office. I got a prize."
That's awesome. You get that's such a sunset prize. I love that.
She knows what I like.
That's sweet. Man, look at that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Man, look at that, dude. He's bombing. That sucks, man. I don't mean to laugh, but it's you find yourself in like joke-worthy situations. Like this is like an episode of Curb. You know? this is like, well, what am I supposed to? No, this is definitely this is a Leon thing.
I'm kind of scared. I don't even think I know if I should message back. Yeah, it's a Leon thing.
This is a Leon thing. It's like, Larry, I didn't know you had no motherfucking kids. Larry, I caught them feelings, and goddamn, I ain't ready to. That would be it. It's my favorite fruit in the whole mother. God damn, that was.
What's that smell?
It smells. It wasn't nothing. No. No. It smells kind of fresh, almost floral, almost. Yeah.
What is it? Oh, it's not kitchen.
It's just, yeah. Fucking A, dude.
He pulls in the trash out.
What is it?
What's this? It's a whole watermelon in the trash.
Why do you not like it? Is it no? No, I love it. That's probably the funniest episode of any television show ever. Fucking, it's my most favorite fruit in the whole goddamn world. Oh, this rice and gravy though. This is my new favorite fruit. All right, let me.
Mason asked me to dog sit.
Hell yeah. Will you take care of Bill? I sent him my fart video, and he was like, "Did you just do that? Did you just film that for me?" I was like, "No, I kind of posted this like 3 days ago."
He said, Bill's gonna be so happy.
Oh, Bill loves his Uncle Mumford. Mason's dog's named Bill Hicks. Dude, seriously, dude. Look at that.
Oh, with the lights.
Look at that. Isn't it?
This is badass. This is like when I first met you. This is how you.
In the apartment. This was all set up all the time in the apartment.
It was always set up. It was. I didn't feel uncomfortable because it just.
Yeah.
I think you should keep doing this.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I did this is because I wanted to. I don't know. It was like a fucking set. It's like a whole thing. It's almost like a production. Applebee's and Chick-fil-A are your favorite two restaurants? Well, Emo, that sounds like a pretty good fucking top two. I'll fuck with an Applebee's and a Chick-fil-A.
I'm doing that new Broncos club tomorrow, Phil.
Tom's? Hell yeah, dude.
Tell you how it is.
Nice. I'm doing Big Texas on Saturday.
Fuck yeah.
Bro. I waited. After the first song, I realized I hadn't turned my fan on yet. So I reached down there and turned it on. And I was like, oh God, that feels so good. I love a sudden temperature change on your skin. You know, when you're fat, boy, we love when your skin's hot and then it gets drastically cooler. And then I went in, I laid in and like, you know how you like, when you lay on your back and let your woman piss over you, and you get that sudden temperature change on your skin. I had them rolling a little bit with that, but
Did you notice yesterday how smooth that ribs joke went?
oh yeah,
That was
Yeah.
That was that it
You-
special because I hadn't done it in probably months.
yeah, dude.
It was flowing so smooth.
You had
The pause and everything.
the energy that you had like this like kind of like maniacal energy almost. Like it was almost like it was good.
Yeah.
You had them, and then like you like
I'll spend the
you
next
kind of
3
whispered.
sets I'll spend the next 3 sets trying to recreate that until I give up and try to do something
Yeah.
else.
And then and then don't do it for 2-3 months, and then next time you do it, it'll be like, oh, that's the trick. Shit. It's almost like watching a movie that you haven't seen in a long time. It's like you can reappreciate it. I like doing that, man.
That shit was hitting.
That was, dude. You crushed. That shit is hitting. Hell yeah, work hard, play hard, god damn it. Old Ridley came in and Holtzman shook his hand and said, "Hey, how's your wife?" And he's like, "She's great. Stop asking about her." It was great.
That's pretty good. Those fucking videos of the midget, the little people wrestling. Oh my god, that is cool.
Yeah, dude. He said, "You know what that means? That means someone has no ego." He said, "If you can let a little person put their asshole on your face, that means you have no ego." It's so funny, dude. He was having the time of his life. I think it was Liz's birthday.
I saw them out. I saw three of them at Walgreens. There was one white one, one black one, and one Mexican at a Walgreens.
Oh, dude, that's like a
Sounds like a joke.
that's like Neapolitan ice cream. Not going to a restaurant in 4 months is pretty strong. I've gotten pretty good at by streaming a lot of the things I cook, I've tricked myself into cooking at home more. Which is nice. I'm getting good at some of these fucking things. Gravy, I'm here to tell you. Don't nobody be fucking with gravy like I do, man. Like the way old people used to make it. It's worth it for the gravy. You don't always have to fuck her hard. I told him last night this was this on top of my head is my joystick for eating pussy. And this older lady walked out of the bathroom and said, asked she grab a hold of it, Moper was standing there.
She was pretty.
I know.
She wasn't that old.
I mean,
Older.
she looked like the mom in the group that she was with.
The hot mom.
The hot mom.
I was standing there and I was amazed.
I said, lady, you better be careful. You can end up getting yourself in trouble. End up getting caught up in something.
Take care of redevelopment into disabled children.
Yeah, I didn't send nothing in this Skank Fest, man. I ain't no use. I ain't got nothing good enough, and to be honest, I don't deserve to do it.
I almost thought about skipping it this year because I'm like, I'm not ready. And I know it.
was a beer.
But Phil got it 2 years ago, so it's like maybe this time.
You're ready. I'm not.
Not on the social aspect.
It don't matter about that, bro.
It's about networking.
It's about the stage.
You're there.
It's about doing what you do on the stage. Hustling, working hard, showing the universe that you want it. You do that. I don't do that. Therefore, I'm not ready. And I know I'm not. And I can accept that I'm not ready. And like even funniest person in Austin, I'm not ready for that. But I don't know. I think I am ready to do comedy for another 10, 20 years. You know? I'm ready for that. I got no problem in the world in like being a Holtzman. No problem in the world being that. Like just if you see it, you see it, and if you don't, you will one day. I ain't got no problem with that. Damn right I will be ready. Man. I like the thick cut pork chop. When I got these things, that pack was only like $14 for 6 giant fucking pork chops. Pork chops are great. The force is strong. Yeah, Fallout's fine. Is Fallout like a couple of years older than Skyrim? Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010 and Skyrim was 2012, right? This was the game Bethesda released before Skyrim, I think. I kind of miss Skyrim, though. I tried to play Kingdom Come Deliverance, which seemed fun.
I think New Vegas might have been Obsidian. There's newer versions of Fallout, though. Not Bethesda.
Yeah, I don't know if I would enjoy doing Oblivion or Morrowind or any of the others as much as Skyrim, just because as much as I love a good storyline, it's going to be hard to go backwards, which is about the same for Red Dead 1. But I think Red Dead 1 will still be as good as Red Dead 2 once I get used to the controls. The original Fallout was 97. All right. I'm going to finish eating this pork chop right here. I gotta put the rest of these away. All right. Now let me. There's that. pork chops are fire. But that rice and gravy is something else. That gravy is right. Plate. I'm going to utilize a dishwasher in this. Clean up. Down to the last drop. Pork chops. Got those right there. Should have cut that off. Our little gravy cup. This doesn't go in the dishwasher. I'm gonna wash this guy here. Dave, Sarah. Dairy Queen's legit. Dairy Queen was like the only little restaurant type deal that was open 24 hours where we were at. There was a 24-hour Hardee's, but that was in Dillon, in Oak Grove. Shout out Oak Grove. In Oak Grove, there was a DQ at the Wilco. A gravy book. A book on how to make good gravy. How to make good gravy by a fat person. I promise you can trust me. Little piece of pork chop stuck between the teeths. Probably. Honestly, I'm going to need this little container out of the dishwasher right now. And it's about 1:20, so I would guess that we'll be gaming in about 30 minutes, give or take. And then that's going to take us on to the morning hour. Tomorrow night, I am not going to be streaming, so you guys keep an eye out for Stub Muffin. I did coordinate with him. I don't know if Stud's still in here. When I was going to be streaming this week, I shot him a text so that I know Red Band's not going to be doing any VR this weekend, so I let him know when I was planning to stream. You know, tonight after Secret Show, and then I'm taking tomorrow and Saturday night off because I have to be at work early on Sundays. So keep an eye out for old Stud Muffin. Tomorrow and Saturday night. All right. Damn, that's good gravy. The gravy on top of the chops. Welcome, you're listening to the top of the chops. And rice. This is a good container for the rice. All right. have a giant mess to clean up once I'm done with this. All that rice. That'll be fine. Not taking up too much space. That'd be sick, Jade. Anything you make is gonna be fire, brother. I know that for sure. Gonna wipe off the condensation from the inside of this rice cooker here. Whoop. Yeah, this stuff that's set up out here, my old apartment in Merle's Inlet used to look like this. That's what Mumford was saying earlier. Was that when he first met me, he came to my house in South Carolina. This is what it all looked like. It was all like this. There were just lights everywhere and like this whole thing. Like imagine if I could just walk in here and just start streaming. The setup that I had back home for my kitchen was not quite this extravagant, but it was always ready to go, and I would basically just turn some cameras around from facing my den. And ooh, I want these vegetables. I'm actually going to mix these together. Oh, damn it. I just put the fork I was using in the dishwasher. Shit. There'll be another fork. Okay. Now, this dishwasher, this trash, this put away. That's the garlic bacon grease. The rest of this stick of butter. Okay. Now I keep stepping on corn and rice, so I need to sweep. But before I shut this thing, I need to put as many dishes in here as possible to make it worth running. Well, I guess I don't have to run it right now. All right. Ugh. All right. Now all soap, get out of the way. Oh no. I wet the shit out of my mouse just now. Oh, thank God it works. Everything got a little squirt just then. All right. Now, hell yeah. Oh yeah, shit, I forget. That's probably loud as hell, isn't it? Sorry. Hell yeah, panic. Yeah, I'm sure that was loud as hell. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Got a bunch of spare paper towels around. Y'all know what those are for. Get a good once over on this. Give it a nice little once over with the sponge and hitting the rough spots. All right. I'm glad it's good audio. I want it to be on the louder side anyway, like. I hate it when it's too quiet. this over with these paper towels. Now those are full of suds. Now, with the dry ones. I don't always get the face. I usually just get the surface, but the face is due for a wipe down. All right, clean cooking surface. Now, oh wait, look at that. How beautiful and clean that is. I'm just let it sit there on some super low heat for a period. And hell yeah, Rhino. Welcome to America, friend. Hell yeah, dude. Got to hit that T-store. Green beans and corn. That's right. What up, Adam? You're right, I shouldn't disparage the name of these fine legal pork chops. These totally legal pork chops. Ooh. Top rack is full. I honestly just need like a couple more things and I could run a load in the bottom. I could go in and get this shit, start getting it torn down. I need to find a smooth way to get into Prim. I am currently still just roaming around trying to level up so that I can increase my explosives and increase my is it called bartering? Or persuasion? Tell you what we'll do. There you go. This is what you'll get for now. All right, because I need to unplug these. This guy can come off of there. This is how it should go, though, when I clip it back on the... All right. There we go. And now I should just be able to tuck that behind and pull and do the same over here. Oh my Lord. Who did that? Who is responsible for that? Good Lord, haven't you ever... You got any decency? Guys, we're on YouTube, bro. Who did that? The nerve. Where's the decency, guys? You can't be just doing stuff like that. Ugh. Good Lord, guys. This is so much wire. Yeah, I gotta get some WD-40 on those hinges, on these cabinet doors. these cables put in the bag here. And then get these cables. Put away. In the bag here. Slowly break this thing down. Little by little. Because it's a lot. It's a lot easier to set this stuff up on a full stomach. Because boy, when I'm full, I just want to. When I'm full, I want to stop. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing but sit.
But you don't. You're a man.
I'm a man. I'm a regular man. I wrap up my cables when I'm done. There's that. Now, all right, y'all can still, I'm still on the computer here. I got a little bit of that. I don't need the zigzag mic anymore. We'll never have to use the zigzag mic again on these streams. You guys will just be able to hear me wherever I'm at. How cool is that? Ugh. Hell yeah, emo. Yes, bartering, but basically I just need to figure out how to trade the, I got to convince the general store guy to allow us to give us the shit we got to fight these fucking whatever these people are with. So, I don't know what I just don't know what to do with that. But that's basically where I'm at in the game. By the way, thank you, Adam, for purchasing that for us. Very kind of you. Okay, we're leaving that one that way. This is that and that this. This can go down. This is the one that gets packed up. The other one stays out. Okay. Guys, it is 2 o'clock. Give me about 20 minutes, give or take, to get all this stuff transported to my room and get the new stream up and going, and we'll be back. And I'll see you if I see you, and if I don't, yeah, roll tide, I guess. Yeah, it is required for the quest that I'm doing. For sure. So I definitely need to do that. All right, roll tide. I got you don't know how much gravy I put into this mouse pad. I built this myself. All right, guys, roll tide to you. If you see the live come up in a little bit, click that shit. And be good people. I'll see y'all on the other side. Roll tide.